Wait. This is just a universal mistake, right? It doesn't matter what role you're playing. It doesn't matter what hero you're on. Do not do this. Today, we're looking at the replay of a Diamond 1 support player who makes a few mistakes that I see a lot of players, even in Celestial, make. These are core gameplay fundamentals, and I'm going to explain to you how and why you should fix them. But before we get into it, if you enjoy educational content like this or find it helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing. That way you never miss an upload. That was kind of like a wasted cooldown. It's a long cooldown too, 12 seconds. That could easily be good for your front line, who is about to take mad damage on point because the fight's about to start. I don't mind the bubble to give yourself somewhere to play in, but same thing, probably could have held it. See, that is where the window would have been helpful, right? Your team got punished for it. Thor got pushed out of the fight, Strange is low, and Moon Knight died. So you notice their crit, that's good. You got a new angle to help them. Yeah, like I said, this is just where the window is like, would come in so helpful here. Another thing, in situations like this is also where it really matters that you're doing the swap to insta reload. You just swap forms as fast as possible back and forth to insta reload. That way you can keep your healing uptime, because look how low everyone's getting. All this incoming damage, your front lines have taken damage from every angle. You know, your Moon Knight's, he's in a pretty bad spot, so he's like hard to save, but it's still possible. Like that little bit of extra healing that you get, like being able to just heal like half a second faster, is so valuable, and it adds up over the course of a game. The other thing is, when you swap forms, it does give you a moment to throw your blind, right? Like that's a vulnerable, it goes pretty far. I don't know if it reaches all the way over here, but it definitely reaches this guy. And even though he's bubbled now, then if you swap between forms, you're going to have opportunities to throw it out as you're swapping forms back and forth to reload, to throw your blind out. That way you're not just like sitting on the cooldown. It's good. It applies pressure. It's going to take pressure off of your team, because if this guy's blind, he has to back up. Otherwise, he's going to get burned, because blind window is a vulnerable too, and he can't see. Like, he just has to back all the way up. Good bubble. Missed the window, but we used it at a decent time, so it's fine. Definitely got to pay attention to the guys in the front line here. You see your tank all the way up here. We pushed them all the way out of main. You should already be walking up somewhere around on this side, like over here. That way you get an angle. You can bounce your heals off these walls. It's going to help Thor. You could throw your bubble when it's back, and you're going to have an angle. When your teammates are making an aggressive play like this, you need to be ready to, especially when you're already up, right? Like, you guys already got the picks. There's no reason to play all the way back on point like that when this guy has so much space. Like, Thor has infinite space right now. So you move up, you get an angle where you can still help your team. I personally would have gone like over here and just started bouncing heals off the wall, throwing a bubble through my window, help Strange kill this guy, go damage mode. There's like a lot of options there. We're missing out on opportunity to keep up pressure, because if this guy dies, you guys have to back all the way up, because these guys are going to spawn sooner. They're going to be back sooner, and you're going to have to wait for Thor, and you're going to be, you know, down 5v6. So we got to make sure Thor doesn't die here holding the space. Yeah. So you definitely would have been able to save him if you were up more to the left in a more proactive position. That window opportunity. I even would have windowed preemptively, because window, the E increases healing. So as soon as I saw Luna getting dove, it's a throw my window on my support moment. Give them that increased healing for like 2 seconds or whatever. Keep them alive. And again, same thing. The bubble. The bubble would have been huge here. Not necessarily the bubble alone would have saved them, but... honestly, the ult's fine, because at this point, we're just playing to like stall as long as possible on the point. Like, you got to buy time for your other support to get back. I didn't see how we repositioned. Okay, just keep going back. You just keep going back here. You don't want to be playing on point. Your ult's going to be over. The ult does not last that long anymore. So you just fly as high as possible, and you could either go towards this side and go up here, or you just keep going back this way. You do not need to be playing on the point as a support in a situation like this. You already got your ult off. Your teammates can play in it. Your job now is to stay alive. Like, let's say hypothetically, you take your cloak all the way back here, right? You fly as high as possible. You fall back down towards here. Now you're in a safe spot, right? You got cover on the left here if you need it from these guys. Star-Lord could still get an angle, but you can just keep backing up to this wall if you need it. And you can still heal your tanks from a safe position. When you have your ult, it's fine to play on point, like when you have a support ult, but as a support in general, even when it's like contested like this, it's much better for you to be playing in a position where you can safely heal and stay alive, as opposed to becoming the target, because like, look what happens when you stay on point, right? Now the cloak that's in their ult, they get to walk on you for free. The mag just walked straight into point on you for free, and your ult, you know, it's gone. So you just stayed on point a little too long after your ult. Use your cloak to reposition further. Your job is to help relieve pressure off your tanks and apply pressure to the enemies that are pressuring your tanks, right? So it's healing. Throw out your blind to pressure whoever's on your tanks. Throw out your bubble. Throw out your window. Do as much as you can to keep your tanks alive from a safe position and get off point. Nice, I like that. Looking for the opportunities to do damage. I would say, once again, just too far back. Too far back. You got the kills. They're all coming back from base. You're about to cap the point. Your tanks are all the way up here, holding all the space between the point and the choke. So go up and help your tanks. Go up, hold a little more space, help, you know, your Moon Knight if he needs it. But yeah, it's just really far back. Yeah, it's just like the other time. Once you capped the point and your Thor was going deep, you didn't move up to support him, so he died. And it's the same thing here. You guys capped the point, you won the fight. They are under a lot of pressure because they have 10 seconds left to touch. Your tanks are trying to hold the space. You need to move up to support the space being held. The more space you hold, the more resources the enemy team has to use to get back to point. All right, I don't mind the ult. I will say the blind went to complete waste. I think that might have been like an accident. Ult is good. The ult is good here. The blind would have made this a lot nicer, but like, it's chill. It's still a good play. Good reposition. This is a great spot. You can see everyone who's going to need help. You have your cooldowns. Like, the bubble went to waste again, but like, it's chill. This is a great spot to reposition to. You're going to get a great angle and everyone on point. Oh, he lives. Swap to reload. Swap to reload. Use cover too. What's that guy doing? What the hell? Good reposition. There's an NT on trying to save your teammate. Wait. Okay, so two things. Just in general, when you're getting chased like this, don't just turn around, especially if you have no one to help you. First, I don't like this pathing. Just go back to your teammate. Stay in line of sight of your teammate. They can help you, right? Like, Moon Knight's trying to... Oh my god. Moon Knight's trying to help you, so stay in line of sight of your teammate, path towards your team. This is just bad pathing. But the other thing is, when you're getting chased like this, you cannot just turn your back to the enemy. It puts no pressure on them, right? You need to pressure the guy who's on you. Even if you die, right? Like, you're gonna die anyway, most likely. I don't know what happens. Like, if I had to guess, you're gonna die anyway. And 9 times out of 10 in a situation like this, if you do this, you will die. You need to apply pressure to the other person, okay? That's just a general rule, okay? When you're backing up, apply pressure to the guy who's hard pressuring you. Because who knows? Maybe they have to back off too because they're scared they're gonna die. You know, Magic's already half health. You hit him with a blind and you start beaming him while he chases you, he's definitely killable. So always apply pressure to the people that are chasing you like this. Do not turn your back to the enemy team, okay? The other thing is this double applies to C and D because even though it got nerfed, Dagger still has okay survivability. You still get splash healing, right? So as Dagger, especially against people who have to be in your face, the Panthers, the Spider-Mans, the Magics, you know, they are forced to be in your face because they're melee. You bubble yourself and you throw out your blind, you do a little bit of damage in your cloak form, but you can also greatly sustain your life by staying in dagger form in melee range and just hitting the enemy with your dagger auto attack because it heals you in the splash. So it's going to prolong your life here. Even if you don't live, it still prolongs your life long enough to maybe die to your Moon Knight. So you get the trade, right? But right now, all we're doing is running away and we're letting the magic give us back shots. So, but that's just like a good rule of thumb for anyone, right? It doesn't matter what role or character you're playing. Just don't let the enemy shoot you in the back for free. You have to respond in some way or they're just going to kill you like 9 out of 10 times. Also, remember to use your dagger abilities, your dagger shots off walls to bounce to teammates that you can't see. It really does help, especially to teammates who are like in a weird position or too far up. It's good so far. That was good. Good. First fight. All right, same thing as the other points. Just make sure you're in a position to help your team when they're holding space, okay? Y'all got the point. You won the fight. Make them do something to take the point back. You guys are down. Your Psylocke's dead, right? Magic's ulting. Start backing up. As soon as you hear that magic voice line, you know, like, she's going straight for the back line. I think this is fine. Damage, yep. Nice. Yeah, that was good. All right. Hold up. Hold up. I'm not telling you to wait. I'm telling you to literally move up to a position like this. Like if I had to say one single thing to focus on from this VOD is look at the space that your teammates are holding and help them hold it, right? This is also just in general. The more space that you can hold after a fight is won, especially on domination, king of the hill, whatever you want to call it, the more resources the enemy has to use to get back, right? And you don't want them to have those resources when the fight starts. If you can force them to use stuff, maybe you get a pick even. You know, you can get an early pick. Like, this guy is really deep. Like, he definitely should not be up this far. Like, if I was Thor, maybe start, like, here and, like, pressure, move your way back. The Strange is, like, really far back. Or even just holding, like, around this area here where you can play a position like this and help, right? So the Thor is really deep. I think this is probably a mistake. But look how much they're using, right? Look, he has everyone's attention. So this is wasting their time. It's making them use things like this Hella Stun. They're probably going to use like a Moon Knight Onk. They're going to use some sort of like the push or pull. The Cloak's going to throw her blind. But you guys are too far back to support it. And this concept is good. I think the Thor, like I said, little too deep. I think it's a mistake. But the concept is correct. You want to play aggressive here and you want to force them to do something. You don't want to give up all this space for free, right? Better to get them to use the abilities to take this back, or, you know, where Thor is, you start up here. They have to use abilities to take this space. And now we hold here because we back up safely. Now we force them to use more abilities to take this space back. and they have to waste more time, and now you get to fight on point to an advantage. So yeah, Thor died. Like I said, think that was a mistake, but still, you gotta be in a position to help them. I like the abilities, they're good. Keep your strange alive. Uh-oh, the wall just, ooh, that was rough. When you're losing a fight and you're contesting point, or it's a big fight going on point, what benefit do you get by being closer to Doctor Strange? There is no benefit, right? So if you stay back here, it was really good. You threw your abilities, you kept your Strange alive. He's full health now. You stay back here and you keep helping your Strange, because, you know, this is like the most cover you're going to get on this map is like this room, right? You got the wall on the left, you got the wall on the right. If you need to fall back, you can grab the health back safely by just, you know, hugging the wall. When the Strange, his job in this moment, it's just to be on point contesting until he dies, right? Your job is to keep him alive. So whether it's through healing to relieve pressure or by applying pressure back, depending on the heroes you're playing, that is your job in this situation. But regardless, you have to stay alive in this situation. You should not be on the point. These heated, contested moments, there's no benefit to being on point as a support unless you have your ultimate. Unfortunate game for sure. It was definitely very, very winnable. This is just a universal mistake, right? It doesn't matter what role you're playing. It doesn't matter what hero you're on. Do not turn your back to the enemy when you are being chased like this. Apply pressure back, especially as Cloak and Dagger. You have your bubble. You have your splash healing from your normal shots in dagger form to heal yourself. And even if it doesn't keep you alive, it can open up an opportunity for a trade, right? Like Magic's running straight into the Moon Knight line of sight. You still make this guy waste more time by staying alive and pressuring him back. If not getting him off of you completely, finding a kill. But when you're running from someone like this, you cannot be turning your back on the enemy.